Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin and Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin and Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Everybody, welcome back into Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. We've been driving in Thibodaux for the last about a year. What's that? You want me to move? Okay, I got you. Sorry, got off my route.
So good.
Everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. If you've been driving around Thibodaux down Canal Street for the last probably year and a half, you've noticed they've been working on the traffic circle where a lot of things happens there in Thibodaux. It's about over, and the circle is about done. Here to talk a little bit more about it, the mayor, Kevin Claymont, and Lieutenant Clint Dempster, Thibodaux Police Department. So, guys, thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
I guess you have all this construction in the middle of town like that. It's a little tough. But as we were talking, this should free up a lot of movement for your area.
I think so. It's been a long time coming, and it's been some anxious moments for our residents of the city, myself included. But they're close to the end. We've got about a week of striping and signage left. Then you're going to see some fertilization going along on the sides. And then we'll be open for business shortly. Probably about 2 weeks we'll be open for business.
Yeah, this is an overhead shot of the area, and you can see. So that's St. Mary and Canal Street, right? And that you used to always have to cross over that traffic, right? So now it can be a free flowing moment. Is this our first major circle in the Thibodaux area, though?
A big one like this, yes. We have a smaller one on Nichols campus, but this was a state project. That's actually Jackson Street that you see.
Jackson.
Yeah, it's Jackson Street. So the big trucks that come in, they come south from Houma and come into town, they're going to have to turn left and go on Jackson. That's just the designated truck route. So it's going to make it so much easier for them, so much safer for them, because before we've had accidents at this intersection, and they've happened at people going 55, 60 miles an hour. They're major accidents, right? So this is going to curb some of the speed, and it's going to control the speed. And there's no stop signs here. What you're looking at is a 15 entry and exit point intersection. So it looks like it's confusing. And I get anxious when I get in these things also, you and I discussed that, but this is so much safer for everybody involved.
Yeah.
And
now you get to use those other streets as well, right?
Absolutely. It's
We're
huge.
kind of cut off.
Yeah. So going north to the top of that picture was Thompson Drive. That's going to be accessible to people. Going south is Pelche Drive, which is going to open up another avenue of traffic to get to the hospital, to get to Nichols State, and then going north down Jackson Street, it'll allow you to get to our downtown area, our big box stores, Lowe's, Walmart, Harang Auditorium, John Deere. So hopefully, the vision is in 3 or 4 months when all the anxiety and all the stipulation has kind of played out, it'll be a mainstay for our city.
Yeah, and like I said, just the fact of getting to the hospital and getting to Nichols State, you don't have to, if you're coming from the Houma direction anyway, you don't have to go off on that road and
Percy Brown.
It's
Road. Just another avenue to get over there.
Yeah, it really should alleviate traffic. Clint, what about the police department? And this went pretty good though, right? As much as we can hope for building a year and a half in the middle of your city.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, LA Contractors, the contractor doing the project, they did a wonderful job for us for keeping the traffic at a continuous flow throughout the project for the last year and a half with very minimal,
disruption
help from us
needed.
Right. We did help out in the last couple of weeks with the final layer of asphalt, and then of course they're doing the striping now. But as a city and as a police department, just from our vision, we feel that the citizens should be rather happy with how the flow continued throughout the project. That's not always the case in all projects.
Well, look at government getting stuff done, right?
That's it.
I'll quantify this. There were some people put out, right? There were a couple of businesses
right.
that are there. There was people all along Pecan Street that had their lives disrupted for a year and a half. We feel for those people. We tried to accommodate them as best we can. In the end, it's going to be better for everybody. There's a business that Clint and I discussed. There's a little propane business right at the point right there as you split from Canal and Jackson. That guy has been more than accommodating, not only to the city, to the workers who are doing the work for a year and a half. He's going to be, his business and his property is developed now. He's actually got a nice piece of property. He needs to be rewarded for that. We're going to publicize his business. There's a dentist office. Mark Sayes has an orthodontic dentist office right there. His business needs to be publicized. The First United Methodist Church, they were inconvenienced a ton right there with traffic and people parking. Hopefully we can reward them for their patience and just allowing us to do work and to improve the quality of life for everybody in the city.
Right. So you come saying we had some striping that needs to be done. When do you can cut ribbons, or just wake up one day and it's ready to go?
When we cut a ribbon, it's going to be on the side of the road. I can guarantee you that. The striping and everything should be done by the end of next week. And then I'm sure we'll have a dedication to some degree. You have to reward the state. This was their project. You have to reward the contractors and give them a little notoriety. And you have to reward the citizens and the people that worked on this project with the city of Thibodaux. So, we'll do something fancy for the cameras.
Clint, though, pedestrians, bikes, they all have right-of-ways through this, right?
Yeah, and just to touch on that real quick, look, I know it's going to be new to everyone, and I know it can be kind of scary at times, but I think in the end, it's going to be well worth it, and I think everyone will be satisfied, and it'll definitely keep the traffic flowing a lot better than it was, especially like you had mentioned about the yielding from Jackson onto Canal. Now everything's going to be a continuous flow. It's important to remember that outside lane is a continuous flow. Everybody must yield while you're in the traffic circle. But pedestrians, they will have pedestrian crosswalks throughout the whole thing. Pedestrians do have the right of way, and they will be crossing. Bicycles can roll through it as well. So we ask everyone to just be patient, learn the circle, and I think in the end it's going to be a good result.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it'll flow for everybody and help, particularly those businesses. That'll be great.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate it, guys. We'll have another segment to go, so stay tuned. We'll be right back right here on Bayou Time.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.